Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you for stopping by the collection room. Today I'm taking a look at some more comics. We got issues 70 through 80 of Femforce, the Federal Emergency Mission Force, which they started putting that on, I believe, at issue 71. And I think we're still in the color era. Yes, we are. So this book is from 1994. We got story and edits by Bill Black, pencils Mark Heike, inks Chris Allen, Mark Heike, Mark Heike, colors Rebecca Black. Nice opening shot of the group. And it looks like we're going to be facing Aqua, which I thought was a dumb. It's Aqua of water. Very clever. This is Tara when she's wearing her a little bit weird camouflage workout outfit. Looks like a weird jogging outfit, which I never thought was quite as cool as her traditional jungle costume. But it is what it is. Got some nice violence going on. Journey into amazing realms with Aqua. 12 cents. I love this kind of basically, I've got one of this Kirby's the coolest. Too bad we can't solve our problems as easily as they do in the comics. I thought that was a cool reference, and then it finds that. And that's where we lead to our cover. So I thought that was neat. Kind of a story within a story. I was mauled by Aqua, the walking wall of water. Because this is, of course, a play on simpler comics. But technically, this comic is, constantly paying homage to comics from that era. So it makes sense that they would do it this way, which I really appreciate. I thought it was cool. Of course, Tara can get very, very large, so she grows, slaps the water guy around. Of course, I don't, he's destructive. How can you destroy water, though? Good use of colors. I like our fonts that we're using. Later, it seems like the later you get in Femforce issues, the less they use that weird computer font that they tended to use earlier on. And you often get giant stuff. Dedicated to the man who knew where monsters dwelled, Jack Kirby. And I thought that was really cool. Just a nice little love letter, a little homage there. It's very, very, very nice thing to do. San Diego Comic-Con, it looks like they got a bunch of their actresses and stuff like that. It was not as common back in the day for cosplayers or any such thing. Ew, that's disgusting. Yeah, it's there. Issue 77. I looked at this one. This one came up not terribly long ago. Or maybe, no. That's right. I used a bunch of images from this one in a comic montage. But A Bad Case of the Uglies. This is a black Heike cover, issue 78. They have dropped the Federal Emergency Mission thing and gone back to just listing the names on the top, which is what they always did, and we get that very ugly imagery going on there. Our inside work is who's working on this book. Is it going to tell us? Maybe not. Not up front like it does sometimes. But it looks good, so I'm not positive who's doing it. I would say, looking at the thinness of the waist, that's almost a Gorby waist, but the hair does not look like Gorby hair. Gorby usually does different work on the hair. Wow. Those facial expressions might be. Who is this? I gotta know. Now I gotta know. Yeah, I'm not seeing like a breakdown. Huh. Normally they got it right up front. I cannot find the thing on it. So the reason why I suspect Gorby is A, the narrow waist, and then he tends to draw facial expressions much more animated and exaggerated than a lot of people. And so I would suspect that it's possible he could be doing these. The hair doesn't quite look like his, but it's hard to say. But yeah, that is a hideous face. I don't know why they keep somebody's idea. My goodness. All right, at least here, see, normally we get stuff like this. Script, Bill Black, art, Richard Rome, Brad Gorby. This is gonna, these 2 pages, this is Rome right here. I can tell you right now, that's not Gorby. Looks pretty good. I don't remember Richard Rome's name coming up a lot. Okay, this is definitely C. Bradford Gorby on this page. Just looking at the expression, I mean, I'm almost positive that's his work. And it looks like we're going to bounce between the 2 on these, so that's what I would guess. And see, this looks more like Rome again, just because of the proportions are different. The waists are wider. The hair is different. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at it. It's all good. But some of it I like better than others. So. Man, they really, when it comes to that ugly face thing, these guys really drew ugly faces. Good night. That is awful, awful. Lots of circulation problems. Tell me about it, guys. I know you guys fought that for years. I know this book fought this. This publishing company fought circulation issues. Comic shops, diamond distributors, nobody helps. They all make it worse, basically. So we got She-Cat versus Ironjaw. He has not been in the book for a long time. Looks like a Gorby page. We get story by Wild Bill Black, anatomically awesome artwork by Big Bad Brad Gorby, and significant Mark Heike, or magnificent Mark Heike. Cataclysmic colors by Riotous Red Black. I don't know who had the idea to make those difficult to read this time, but they did. This is clearly a Gorby page, just by his line work, the shape, and the hair. It's usually something he's pretty easy to pick out. Now that I kind of know what I'm looking for, plus the way he draws hair and the thinness of the waist. He tends to draw a waist just a little bit thinner than everybody else. So. But he also draws expression probably a little bit more prominent than anybody else. Maybe a little goofier at times, but it's good stuff. Yeah, you get some really exaggerated characteristic features that sometimes in a comic can be overbearing, and sometimes it really suits the characters and the tone of the book. One thing I hate is like modern comics, like especially there was a lot of X-Men stuff that if you take the hair off one person and put it on the other, you can't tell who it is, except for Storm, because her eyebrows are always different. So you could put any character's hair on her and you'd still tell it was Storm. But like between Rogue and Jean Grey, I mean, there's almost no difference in how they're drawn. And that really irritated me when you can't tell who the character is because it's so generic looking. That is ridiculous. All right, and this guy is so awful. I hate Ironjaw. He's just disgusting. I mean, biting people up is just nasty. Nasty, nasty. Because the jaws aren't just for looks. He does bite people. And it's a hideous mess. So this is another thing I like. This is a Gorby thing I've noticed often. We got a whole bunch of different panels here. Panels in quotation marks. No panels. We just kind of blend it together. In this, we're using smoke between the panels. I love that. And this, we're just using nothing between panels. we're just kind of throwing everything together. I think it makes a page that's really interesting. Here we're doing it again. There's some basic outlines maybe, but a lot of it's just one panel running into the next, being divided by either, like in that one instance, smoke, or perhaps somebody's suit edge, or a laser blast, something like that, that's giving like a vague differentiation between differentiation between one panel and the next. I love the shirt. I would totally wear that shirt if they still existed. Well, I guess I could print one, but either way, cool shirts back in the day. Good promo stuff. Oof, you can see this one, 77, is a lot smaller. One of those things, they had a lot of various sizes. Issue 80, looks like we got a Gorby cover. Big open flash. Script and layouts by Bill Black. Finished pencils and inks by Mark Heike. Colors by Rebecca Black. Lettering, Winsome Walt Paisley. Using a very cool color. That's an awesome way of doing a night scene, that color scheme. This is really neat looking. It's actually very, very cool. And we actually get into some like color. The return of Rad. Do we switch right? Yes, we got black, Gorby. So this would be Gorby art. Very nice pages. Part 3, we also have Black, Gorby, and Heike co-production. That's kind of cool. Actually, that's very cool. It amazes me also how often this book uses red and blues. Like the color scheme of red and blue is amazingly prominent on a lot of the covers, a lot of the interior panels. Just a lot of red and a lot of blue. That is a huge, awesome spread page. Giant battle raging. Somebody had fun drawing that. Looks like probably Gorby had fun drawing that, because that's a big thing. I like that. Very, very chunked together panels with a lot of action kind of spilling over from one panel to the next. Looks very cool. Love and War, 1994 Fan Awards. The Golden Age, and massive amounts of lettering in the pages. I have not gone back and read all of these. I really should read all of the letter pages. I'd probably get a kick out of it. It's just not something I've ever done. AC Update. I'm guessing probably at this point they realize the movie's not going to probably happen. And who do we got? Femforce fan, Annette Peters as Tara of the Femforce. So I'm cosplayer, I guess, before that was like a thing. But anyway, it is what it is. Nice little run. I do love the color era. I know the black and white is good as well, but color is still my favorite. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Remember to drink enough aqua. If you like this video, there is a lot of other Femforce videos that I put together and done with different issues and different runs from the series. And I'm going to eventually, I'm working my way to get to issue 100. After that, it's pretty sketchy. I don't have a complete run of 100 to 200. But it's still going strong. It's at issue 203. So if you're digging it, start finding some back issues and better get those new ones pre-ordered. So anyway, catch you guys later.